the exact same stats, but is better against aquatic foes. So we'll just switch that real quick until we dock, I guess. Oh wow, there's a lot of caves around here. So we gotta dock somewhere. Oh god, there's no port. Where's our ports? Well, I'm gonna keep going around until I find one. Oh god. Woo. We might have to go all the way back to where we came from. Just gonna keep spamming A on these guys. Oh yeah, there it is. There's that coral sword. Yep. Yep. Okay, still going around. Oh wow, that's a lot of them. Oh no. Carolines? I guess I didn't really need a coral sword if these guys are that weak. We'll probably get to some high-level water peeps at some point. Maybe sooner. Because we did get Yaga kind of close to when we fought the vampire, so Diaga does that damage to undead. Very conveniently timed then. Yeah, we probably should have just went back the other way. Because we were not finding a port for days. We could have already been on land again. Buccaneer. One lone buccaneer. Poor guy. Is a buccaneer an aquatic animal? Is it an animal? Are buccaneers animals? Are humans count for the coral sword's animal? I mean, it looks like it. 255 is a lot of damage. Very far away. Sandy. Now we're just on an adventure. We're just on a different adventure now. Little Rascals is a great movie. Yeah, it was very, very, Have you seen, okay, here's another one. Have you seen, another little movie. The Little Giants. Have you seen The Little Giants? It has, Rick Moranis in it. And, the actor who plays Al Bundy. Damn. Al Bundy in Married with Children. Wow, what the hell is this? Did we come all the way around to the town where we first got the ship? Damn, we went way, not in so long, yeah. That was a football movie, yes. So it's a movie about kids football team, and there's two brothers, Rick Moranis and the guy who's with Ted Bundy and the children. They're both brothers, and they both coach different teams. One of them's the Giants, the other one is whoever, but whatever team. And Rick Moranis is the coach, but also his daughter plays on that team. And she grew up like in a football household or whatever. But on the Rick Moranis' brother's team is this like real pretty boy that daughter likes, and she wants to like kind of spend some time getting in touch with her with the feminine side, and she wants to quit the team and join Provoca. Yeah, we've been here. She wanted to join the cheerleading team instead, and she's like really good. She's like the quarterback, and so it's like Rick Moranis' team is like losing their quarterback because she wants to do other stuff. So a big blow to the Little Giants. And of course Rick Moranis is supportive. It's like, look, if this is really what you want to do, you can do it, of course. But yeah, and then towards the end of the movie, it's just she decides like, I want to play football. Like that's what I like to do. And so she like mid-game stops cheerleading and then joins the team again. I think it's because the boy turned out to not be like so cool. I don't know. Something happened where she's like, all right, that's it. I'm going to go and show this team who's boss. But anyway, but also the uncle, her uncle is the coach of the other team. Of course, he's supportive, but he's biased because, of course, he would like to win against that team. But it was very sweet which helped, in that there's a scene with the uncle and her, which helped her make the decision. But anyway, yeah. All right, let's see what chat's saying. I don't think I saw that one either. I missed the little kids sport movies. I did see some baseball one where the kid broke his arm, then joined the major leagues because he had magical broken arm pitching power. Oh yeah. Is that the same actor who played a kid in King Arthur's Court? That guy? I feel like, who's that actor? Dang, but good for her. Yeah. But yeah, she did. Yeah. And then like the team, the Little Giants team were all made up of colorful characters, sort of like the Sandlot, which was made up of these different like very colorful characters. Or I guess like Mighty Ducks. Mighty Ducks was like had the each of them had their like different thing about them. I guess in Mighty Ducks they have their different skills sometimes. But yeah. Join the Cubs. I forgot the name of that movie. Oh yeah, I remember that movie. A Pants here in the chat. Sandlot was one I watched a ton. Yeah, that movie. Man. Good stuff. All right. So, here's our plan. So we healed up at the end. We're going to go back to... Where did we park? Did we park over here? Where did we park our boat? There, we parked it over here. There, we're going to go back the wrong direction. I mean, I don't know. Actually, we could maybe keep going around, and maybe we'll land where we're wanting to go. Again, okay, we're in it. We're going to see. Are we going to end up landing... If we follow this, let me see. We're going to end up landing where we're supposed to go. The Sandlot is a classic. Oh, alright. Congrats on the catch of Panseer. 2 experience points for T-Taps Drive and Dunpeel. So we got 12 to 14 for Dunpeel, and T-Taps Drive is going up to 12. Oh yeah, we got some good grinding going on. I'm gonna keep following this. I am in the deep end now. Pun intended for water reference with the pool, I guess. You missed the XP. Oh, dang. Dang! I know Panseer is not the most exciting monkey to catch. Yeah, what's this? What did we discover here? Is this just marshes? Marshes. Yeah, this is low-level enemies here. Let's not bother here. What was the movie with James Earl Jones? The kid lost their bit. Oh, that's the Sandlot movie. Yeah, Goliath. Yeah, that's it. That's still the sound. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me keep reading though. The kids lose their baseball in the yard. Yeah. So yeah, it goes in the yard. There's the dog in the yard. Goliath. Yeah. The kid voted to get the ball. His name David. Oh, David. You know, I didn't catch on. When I was younger, I watched it. I didn't catch on maybe to the David versus Goliath reference. That's cool. Is that like a Batman sock puppet thing on? That's funny. Yeah. I could see it when you mention it like that. Yeah. So this is a beanie, a Totoro beanie that I got for Christmas, yeah. So now it's on side up at the moment, and then there's another beanie up here, a Charmander one that's on top of the Christmas tree. Yeah, they're cozying up. Yeah, even the tree has a personality. It's part of the gang now. Yeah. My pal Totoro Psyduck-san. Yeah. My pal Psyduck Totoro. Wow. Oh, half our team's paralyzed. Usually gaze, the move gaze is misses a lot, so that was kind of cool to see them both land. Oh man, Harris with the Batman emote. You're ready for the next time I have an actual hat or beanie or whatever that's Batman. Or sock puppet. As Dunfield guessed throughout as a guess. Alright, we're gonna keep going, following the coast, having a nice time. We're making good use of our coral sword. I mean, these guys are so weak though. I wish there was stronger aquatic enemies so the coral sword can shine more. Okay, we make it to familiar lands again. Oh look, what's that? I think that's a familiar town though. Uh-oh. Paralyze? No paralyze. Cool. We have been ambushed successfully. So we found a port. I wonder if that port's one of the early towns. It feels like it. Maybe, we'll see. You guys, you don't say. Yeah, those are huge. Like, look at the sprites right here. They have like little vertical black lines for eyes. You could barely even see an eye on that little merfolk. So yeah, the eyes are big. Oh, this is Elfheim. Okay, we're making the circle back around successfully, I think. Okay, Elfheim is like where we. Okay, there's that hole. Okay. All right. So now when we go over here, there should be some canal at some point that we cross over into. Maybe not up there. Let's see. The monk doesn't wear any armor at all, so it often gets hit by paralysis and poison. I feel like as a result, there's some stat increase that maybe it's evasiveness. I don't know. Whatever it is, the monk often is vulnerable, which makes sense. The monk is a glass cannon. Okay, still looking for the canal. Oh boy. Oh, is this it? Is this the thing we saw before? Oh yeah. Okay, alright, we're gonna follow this coast. We'll be back to where we wanna be pretty soon. Ooh, there's the chief. What's up, chief? Coral sorted. I'm gonna pretend that mattered a lot on the Sahaga chief. Okay, we're gonna come up here. There might be a port up here. Around, nothing around there. Okay. Yeah, there's Melmond. Okay, let's just rest at the inn for a second. Why not? Okay, now it's time to try to find, so there's two people to try to find, Sabat or something like that, and a troll that eats gems and stuff. We have a ruby jewel, so we're gonna give that to the troll. Or a giant or whatever. So we're gonna go this way. Ooh, lesser tiger ambush. Damn, that's a lot of damage. These guys remind me of that Dragon Quest monster, which is just a saber-tooth tiger, which is also the same. Oh, wait. Now that we're on land, let's go ahead and change the coral sword to the worm killer. There we are. Just in case we face a dragon, then we'll be ready. Oh, we can't actually go that way. Okay. Maybe it's to the south a little bit. We'll see. Or I might have to do a big crescent moon walk around. Oh yeah, there's a cave there. Okay. Oh, here goes the monk. Okay, let's do a little bit of curing. There we are. Wonderful. Okay, what's in here? What's in Yol? What a Giant's Cave! Alright. Let me just hit save. There you go. Cool. What's up, Giant? You look like a golem. But I guess you're a giant.
You have Star Ruby. Give me Star Ruby and I let you pass.
Here we go. Look at my cheeks. Very sculpted.
Crunch, munch. Nothing tastier than rubies.
Ruby pop cereal. Once you have a crunch, you can't stop. Crunch. Alright, cool. Now we can go forward. What's this do? Oh, we can go that way. Where does this go? What's in here, too? Ogres? Okay, let's go in. What's in your wallet? Oh, is that? Whoa! Is this the giant's home? There's a bunch of wolves. Oh wait, maybe that's where the other guy we're looking for is. This Sabat? Sarlacc? Sad? Dr. Sad? I mean, maybe they're sad because they were trapped by a giant, hungry giant who wouldn't stand, who wouldn't move from that narrow passageway. Or maybe the Dr. Sad is the giant, and we never thought giant could be the Sad or the Sarlacc, whoever this unfortunate person is. Alright, there's a lot of wolves. Okay. Let's heal them up. Heal, and let's hit save. I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh, never doesn't hurt to save. Oh, just chests. Alright. A great axe! And my axe. 620. We probably can't wield the axe. Mithril helm. I know we can't wield the mithril helm. But, I mean, we'll check. No. Hammer. No. Can't wield there. And yeah, can't wield the axe. Can't wield the mithril helm. So we don't have the fighter. But hey, that's cool. We could sell it. Caterpie in the chat. Wolves again out the door. They like to hang around the door. My goodness. Okay, I'm gonna go up those stairs that we unlocked and go forward. Try to find this person. The person that I forget may help us towards our Earth Crystal journey, so that we can help out the town of Melbourne, restore peace and balance to the elements of Earth, etc. And maybe there's something to do with that evil spirit lurking within the formerly Vampire's lair. Piano Ninja, what's up? Happy New Year, Piano Ninja. Welcome, welcome back to the channel. How's it going? You guys got to start Ultra Balls Academy. That's true. That's true. Holy smokes. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, T-Top Straw. I was trying to crack open the cold one. Yeah. All right. So, you know what? Let me remind myself what that gets you. It gets you a bunch of stuff. Let me see here. All right. Thank you, Jenna. We got ourselves a nice Caro Cola. Cheers. Happy New Year. All right. Oh, wait. This needs to be opened by bottle opener, I think. Wait, does it? No, it's a twist. It's a twist. It's a twist. It's a stuck though. Damn. I got it. Okay. Alright, here we go. Pop. Let me see what everyone's saying in the chat here. Before we do all your sweet benefits. Gloomy Sniff? Alright. Take a sour drink. Time for a sour drink. Yeah. Hold on. There's usually a message on these. Oh, this is actually a covered Jones soda. You couldn't tell. Alright, so the message says, whew, whisper sweet nothings. Okay. Sweet nothings. If you didn't catch that. Sweet nothings. Okay, cheers. Wow. Oh. That tastes great. I love Jones soda. Okay. T-Top Straw. Nothing. Oh, and I gotta lift the bells too from Distinct. Okay, Distinct, we'll get to you in a sec. Thanks for keeping me. Now that I've drinking some soda, I gotta work it off. Oh, dumbbell! Oh my god! I have to lift the dumbbells again after that. Oh no! All right, this will be a lot. It's worth it. Oh my! But what we gotta do the T-Top stuff. Let's see. Double the dumbbells. Okay, so T-Top, let me check again. You get 1 frog coin, so let's update your frog coins. custom commands. I haven't updated this stream, so here we go. Frog coins. Bam. T-top straw. I don't think, do you have one? Yeah, you got one frog coin, so you get 2 now. Okay, updated that. We went from 1 to 2. Fresh water as well from Distinct. Congrats on those gains. That deserves it. Oh yeah, the Final Fantasy peeps, they're definitely... I'm just gonna do the water now. Thank you for that water. I'm so confused with this
excitement is building over this hot battle.
Okay, alright. You also get a Dragon Ball and an Namekian Dragon Ball. So, here we go. Frog coin count for T-top straw is there. Is 2. Good. And let's make sure you got your Dragon Ball and your Namekian Dragon Ball. T-top, you now have 5 Namekian Dragon Balls, and then regular Dragon Balls. I think this is the big one for you, right? Let's see. Oh yeah, you already made 2 wishes with these. So yeah, now you're at 8 regular Dragon Ball, Earth Dragon Balls. So let's go ahead and see your dumbbell versus gravity. Who will win? Yeah. All right, so let's see. Dragon Balls, Namek Dragon Balls. Does that say 8 for T-top? Yeah. And then Namek Dragon Balls, we got... There it is. 5, yeah. Okay. Next. This is sort of like a big old box of goodies. Okay, we're gonna do Hidden Chest for T-top and Great Slots and a Great Snip. Okay, alright. Hidden Chest and Great Slots. Let's see what happens. This better not be dumbbells. Let's see. A mustache power-up. Okay. Everyone get your hidden chest. All right. There we go. Now we got to wear the mustache. We got to bend it back down now. There we are. Gloom Sniff for Genevieve. Let me just knock that one out here. Wait, no. First we'll do the T-top one. This is T-top, okay? Okay. I didn't think through how long this would take to do this. Now you also get a Great Slots. Oh, I'm sorry. You're supposed that was for Jenna. Okay, sorry. Hold on. Because you got a Great Sniff and an Ultra Sniff. Okay. Great Slots. Let's see that. 9,000. Yeah, I know. We got so much powerful mustache here. All right, T-top. Here's your Great Slots. Nope. Nothing there. Now here's a Great Sniff for you, T-top. Nothing for you there, Jenna. Wow, 16 is pretty low. All right, now you also get a... Yeah, now an Ultra Sniff does hella 25 sniffs in a row. All right, one more. Here we go. Ultra Sniff for T-top strap. Is that the lowest you've gotten? 16? All right, here we go. Ultra Sniff. Oh my God! And now we have it. Now we. Hey everybody, what's up? It's Ruskell and friends. My goodness. Hello, welcome everybody. And it's Ultramelon here. Oh my. Hello. How's it going? Woohoo! Well, a victory song indeed. How's it going, Ruskell? I'm about to. Wait, you got the one. You got the one.
You did it!
No way! You did it! Hey everybody! T-top Straub, you're our second winner of our Gloom Sniff. You came here just in time also, Ultramelon, to see that you still have not gotten the one. Alright, let's shout out Russell Dew, everybody. You may be confused about what's going on. Sometimes we sniff at the gloom here, and we can see what that means when someone does the gloomy sniff. Oh yeah, let's shout out to Russell Dew. Thanks so much for the raid. What were you up to? Tell us all about it. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. What's up with that? Were you doing
Look at that! It's
were you playing through the whole
beautiful.
game? Or are you picking up where you left off? Were you doing some racing or something that I missed out on? I don't know. How's it going? Thank you again for raiding. I appreciate it. We're playing Final Fantasy 1. I've never beaten Final Fantasy 1. And I'm loving it. And yeah, we're kind of early in the game. But yeah, we started a terrible randomize. Oh my God. Really? Okay, so I'm gonna Bradley Rose Game Corner. Oh yeah. So T-Top Straub, I'm gonna update you in the Gloomsniff Hall of Fame. So for context, everybody, so the Pokedex entry for Gloomsniff, you can kind of see that. You can read that in the messages here. Is that hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. Let me get that. Okay, I still have to do the dumbbells. We're going to do the dumbbells. We have 2 sets of dumbbells to do. But I really want to make sure T-Top Straub gets inducted into the Hall of Fame for Gloom Sniffies. I'm going to go ahead and update that. Here we are. Let's see. Where's the sniff? I'm looking through my little, we've got a little command for that. For the sniff, not that one. Or the Sniffy Hall of Fame here. Okay, but yeah, so the Gloom Pokedex entry, 1 in 1,000 people love the Sniff of Gloom. So we decided to make a little game. There's a 1 in 1,000 chance when you do the Gloom Sniff command that you'll get 1. And if you get there, well, then you win. You win. Sometimes people go months without winning, you know? Yeah. Where is that Gloom Sniff command? Or not the Gloomsniff one, the one that says the Hall of Fame. I'm looking through. Hold on a second. Let me look real close to my screen. I don't know where it went, but T-Top Straub, don't worry. I'll find it after the stream where to update it. I think the command is like Sniff of Fame or something like that, but I'll update it and then you're in. You and Rinks. You and Rinks are both on it. Let me catch up on chats here. Let's see. All right. Show the Raiders your soda. Oh, yeah. So I just cracked open. This is T-Top Straub just redeemed this for me. Caro Cola. This is from, so in Super Nintendo version of Super Mario RPG, they have Caro Cola, and I got a little sweet drink here. Yeah, it also comes with goodies for the person who redeemed it, but goodies for me as well. They changed it to be named, I think, Croaky Cola in the remake for Switch. But yeah, okay, I have to do the dumbbells now. I got to do the dumbbells, so I think it's I have to do 24, then 25. Dumbbell lifts. It's gosh dang. I am worried now. Let me see, because it was 20. We already did 1 set of reps earlier, so now I have to do 24 and then 25. But yeah, if you don't know Raiders, again, feel free to lurk. Also, anyone else who doesn't know Russell follow Russell. Besides the cool thing of a Zelda randomizer, Russell also, I spy. I don't know if you still stream in Sea of Stars, but that's cool. Also, sometimes you watch these YouTube videos and such, I guess. Russell reacts. But yeah, also Russell is one of the 3 peeps when we were racing on the Ultramelon channel. Leaf Green from start to credits. So yeah, follow Russell. But yeah, I catch up on my backlog of games by playing indie games and retro games a lot of the time. But I also do Nuzlocks. So there you go, that's me. Let's do some dumbbells. Let's do it. All right. This is going to be a lot. Let's see here. All right, here we go. I have to do 49. All right, here it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Wait, okay, I can feel it. I'm going to hurt myself if I do 49 in a row. So I'm still meeting with the Because I have to do 2 reps, 2 sets, right? 24 and then 25. All right, so let me catch my breath. Woo. I felt it. All right, hold on. Cool. These guys, the Final Fantasy party's doing that too. All right, so that was 24. All right, I gotta do 25 now. They are tired of jumping, yeah. Oh. Okay, this hurts a little. Am I gonna get there? Am I gonna get there? Do I gotta get the guns out for this? Alright. Also, this is a Luigi sweater I got for Christmas. Jenna got it for me. Look at that. Subtle Luigi. Perfect. Alright, let's do it. Let's mix our stash a little bit. Am I stalling for time? Who knows? Maybe I'm just trying to get the vibe right. A sweater rules. Thank you. Yeah. That was sick. Okay. Now I got to do 25. Let's do it. Okay. Here we go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, oh God, 24. Oh, wow. All right. All right, what else happened here? You didn't get it's a great slots. Did you get more dumbbells? Oh, fam, what happens when you win great slots?
You've become so strong, Fox.
You get a nice little bonus. You get a little bonus item. Thank you. I've become so strong. Thank you. Thank you, Dad. Oh. A crocodile in the chat. Want me to lift for you? Oh. I guess I've already done it. Thanks, you, Jenna. All right. And thanks for the quarter, T-Top Straw. Let me catch up here. All right. I'm going to have to change the those reps because sometimes those hidden chests, they can reveal the dumbbells. Especially after it's already been redeemed. Ooh. All right, well, that was fun. That was fun. Holy moly. 3 people caught crocodile. I swear we do play Final Fantasy here on this stream. Hold on, let me change the music. Let me press A. There you go, the music's changed. All right, can we get off the victory screen, says Jenna. Oh, we have already done that. Yes. It's like we were in sync here. We already knew. Yeah. Your Pokemon plushies bring me so much. Oh, yeah. Look at that. You see Sprigatito here? Did you miss the battle versus gravity? Oh man, yeah. I guess you got to catch the. I can't demonstrate it again. My arms are tired out. You can watch the VOD, I guess. But yeah, there's Sprigatito. There's Eevee wearing a Pikachu costume. There's Mimikyu. It's a Poke party here. There's a little Dragonair back there. There's like Zubat, Wombat. There's all sorts of stuff. Oh, surprise! It's Dratini. Thanks, Jenna. All right, run it back. No, I don't want to run it back. Get a live demonstration on proper. No. I was loving the Psyduck and you moved and you saw Spriggy. I know. That's our main crew. Those are our life-size plushes. The Sprigatito and Psyduck are life-size. All right, let's get that experience for T-Top, Dunpeel, and Jenna. So let's do that. T-Top, you get... So there were 3 of you, so you get 3 experience points. And then we get Dunpeel and Jenna. Here we go. Dunpeel is at 17, pulling away from the pack here. And Jenna. All right. 11. The Dratini, that's not the, there's the shiny Dragonair plush. That's also like kind of buried away, like kind of peeking back there. But the Dratini is normal. But you remembered the shiny one, yeah. I love those Sprigatito emotes, Harris. Alright, let's see here. That's your Dratini from, oh yeah, the McDonald's. Yeah, that's right. Isn't the Zubat also from McDonald's? Yeah. Alright. Okay, cheers on all of that stuff. Now we're gonna go explore more of this cave. I'm gonna take another drink here. Alright, so the life-size ones are from PokemonCenter.com. So you can go there. And they sell out and then for a time, and I don't know when they restock, but you can find life-size plushes there. What flavor? What's the flavor of that soda? It is green apple. Green apple. Yeah. Okay, let's move forward a little bit. I actually forgot. Oh yeah. Okay, so we just gave the giant a ruby to eat, and then so the giant moved aside for us, and now we just got to here. This is the first time we're here. And we're trying to find this guy whose name starts with an S and ends with the AD. I forget what their name is, but we're trying to find that person. I forget what for, but I think that's how we progress forward. Unique flavor, yeah. We see oh, shoot. Thank you. I'm actually here. Thank you. I forgot to move from the EXP screen. So here I am. I'm outside. I just came out of the little cave where the giant was, and now we're going to another cave to where someone else lives. Camera. Oh yeah, is that? Yeah. Thank you both of you for helping mention that I was on the wrong screen. What is this? Look at that hyena what? Hyenodon. Wow, that's the first time we've seen a Hyenodon. Is sour apple Still shocked just how ultra that ultra sniff was. I know. But you get 25 sniffs. So yeah, it's you and Rinks. I thought, maybe it's at the top here. Hold on. Maybe it's up here. No. Anyway. Nice sniff with a clean 400. I think it's like Sniff Hall of Fame. Maybe I deleted it accidentally. Sniff of Fame? Yeah, that's the one I need to... Okay, hold on. I might be able to find it if I do a Control F on my screen here. Wow, did I delete? What section is this command? Oh, what if I created a new page? I'm on my Stream Elements admin panel here. I'm just having a hard time finding my... Hall of Fame sniff. Oh, here I found it. It's under closest sniff. That's what's up. Alright, we're updating that. T-Top Straw, you're on the board. Save. Found it. Okay. It's also under this command. There we are. Rinks T-Top Straw. Okay. It's official. Official. Okay, no. In the history books now, yeah. Yeah, clip it forever. Alright, we got a level up. For most people, Harris needs to catch up on levels. Sage's Cave, okay. Apparently the person we're looking for is a sage. That's cool. They have a fancy door. Or multiple doors. What's this? Oh, they're so fancy they don't even have chests. They have like bottles, pots that I cannot break, I guess. Okay, now we got this. I guess I'll go in. Hello? Looking for a sage. You have a bed here and a fireplace. It's Sada. Okay. This guy looks like the guy in Link to the Past. Whoa, that guy's name starts with an S as well. The guy's name in Link to the Past is Sarasala or something. They're like a wise man. Sarasala. This is Sada. No way.
So, you are the ones who defeated the vampire, eh? But he was only a servant. The beast corrupting the earth crystal looks far deeper, lurks far deeper within the cavern. Here, take this staff with you and use it behind the vampire's chamber.
Oh, now we have to go back. Yeah, Pot's only Link break, I know. Hey, and we found the tombstone in this game that says, "Here lies Link." Therefore, all the pots are now safe from the scourge of Link. You obtained the Earth Rod. All right, thanks.
Restore the crystals to grace.
Oh, wow. All right. I guess you already knew I'm like the Warriors of Light. Okay, we got the Earth Rod. We're on like a little fetch quest. We're going back and forth. Now we go back into the same place we've been in. All right. I gotta fix this dash, I think, a little bit. Let me see. Is that a little better? How about that? You can still see my other stash. That's alright. Man, I like the thought that this Kara Cola was tied to the T-Top Straw 1 sniff. That's cool. Ooh, there we go. More levels. Whew. Man, I feel happily exhausted still from those dumbbells. And did I get everybody? Did I miss someone's redeem or something, or maybe something else? I mean, there was a lot of things going on. We did T-Top Straws, Kara Cola, and a raid happened. And we also had dumbbell lifting all around the same time. So there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, I missed one dumbbell. Oh. Yeah. Hey, thanks for following. Yeah, you talked about that last one was sus, wasn't it? That last one. Oh, we're poisoned. Hold on. I gotta cure ourselves of poison. Now, there is a spell that we could have learned. I think it was it Asuna or something that cures poison. But it does take up slots to learn these spells. You can only learn up to three slots of spells per level of spell that they are at. So instead, I decided to not learn an antidote spell, but it only carry antidotes, and that way it frees up a slot for the white mage to learn other stuff, like all this other stuff instead. I mean, one of those slots might have been, I think it might have been the level 2 spell, I don't know. But yeah, now we can do whatever one of these. Although in retrospect, I'm not sure I even use... Yeah, well, it's interesting to think about. Maybe over time I would actually prefer to have the spell rather than the item. But, I mean, buying antidotes so negligible in price. What does the heal again? Oh yeah. It's not like Asuna or whatever. Yeah, like all these different RPGs, they name their stuff differently. So sometimes heals a status thing. Well, even full heal, right? Pokemon. So heal does, or I think they even changed it across the Final Fantasy series. But yeah, heal does a little, heals the entire party. So same thing with Healara, right? And then Cure is the only one person, so Cura. And then Curaga is actually on Jenna for this one, because I really wanted to have Diaga. I decided to go that direction. We'll see if that's a mistake, but yeah. Okay, so now we're getting back to town. Oh yeah, we'll go back to town and like stay at the inn, but then now we have to go south and go to the cavern where the vampire was. Alright, what's up? Melvin, hang in there. I know your town is rotting earth and stuff, but we're gonna fix that. We're fixing it. Magby in the chat. Gotta get your stashes up. I had a little bit of froggy soda on that stash now. So we defeated the vampire, which had the ruby, which we gave to the giant, which let us pass through to the sage, who gave us the earth rod to be able to get to that past the stone slab, right near where the ruby was. It really bounced us around. Hey, congrats on the catch. Dunpeel, you gain an experience point. Alright. Level 8, or experience 18. Alright, now I have to remember how to get back. Was it through here? And the reason why we wanted to defeat the vampire is because the town of Melman was wrecked by the vampire. And there's rotting earth happening, and they're like, what's going on? It's probably this place's fault or whatever. We're on B2 to get to B3. Still guessing, kind of guessing. Your mustache shaved is giving oil baron who is ashamed, disappointed in his adult son. Oh man. Yeah, that disappointment is out there somewhere. Someday I really just hope they'll come around. That's why I never speak of my son. What son? Let's hope we don't get poisoned. Don't you get poisoned, monk. I know you don't have any armor. Especially when you shift your lips around disapprovingly. Like this. No switch. Maybe this kind of guy too. All right, let's go. Just box him with the fists. Itchy nose and no available hand. What a vibe. I have an itchy nose and no available hands. The scratch beyond reach. Alright, let's magic up some cures. We need to heal the monk a little. Oh, well, just the monk. Alrighty. Is it this way? Oh, that's a lot of wolves. Alright. The punching made you look like the roughest, toughest strongman in 1950 circus. Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome to Punch Your Lights Out.
I don't know why I say that. I'll have to act accent. Where's my vodka? Oh, here it is. So is this the way forward or no? I don't think so. I think this is just a treasure room here. It's behind one of these red doors. Maybe, kind of. You gotta get to B3. And I kinda know where to go from there. What is video on demand? Oh. What is that? What is that? T-top straw. I'll tell ya when you have become my adult son. That I'm very, very disappointed in. Yeah. If I'm not disappointed in you,